Imagine being rejected by your own family, driven from your home, forced to survive among outlaws, only to become the man chosen by God to save an entire nation. But victory would come at a terrible cost. A single promise made in the heat of battle would change one family's destiny forever. Tonight, we uncover one of the most heartbreaking stories in the Bible, the story of Jephthah and the daughter who walked into history. Before we begin, if you enjoy powerful Bible stories that bring scripture to life, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Now, let's travel back nearly 3,000 years to one of Israel's darkest periods. There was no king in Israel. Every tribe lived independently. Again and again, the people abandoned the Lord. Instead of worshiping the God who rescued them from Egypt, they bowed before idols made of wood and stone. They served Baal. They worshipped Ashtoreth. They even adopted the customs of the surrounding pagan nations. For years, God warned his people, but they refused to listen. Eventually, the Lord allowed powerful enemies to oppress Israel. Among those enemies were the Ammonites. Their armies swept through villages. Fields were burned. Families fled their homes. Fear spread throughout the land. For 18 long years, Israel suffered. Finally, broken by pain, the people cried out to God for mercy. East of the Jordan River lay the rugged region of Gilead, rolling hills, deep valleys, strong shepherds, hard-working farmers. It was here that a boy named Jephthah entered the world. His father was Gilead, a respected man. But Jephthah's mother was not his wife. She was a prostitute. That single fact would shape the rest of his life. Although Jephthah carried his father's blood, many refused to accept him. He grew up feeling unwanted, different, rejected. As the years passed, Jephthah became strong, skilled, courageous. Yet his father's legitimate sons feared him. If Jephthah remained, he might one day claim part of the family inheritance. So they made a cruel decision. They drove him away. "You shall have no inheritance in our father's house." Those words echoed through his heart. Rejected, not by strangers, but by his own brothers. Forced to leave everything he knew, Jephthah walked away with nothing. No land, no family, no future, only pain. Jephthah eventually settled in the land of Tob, a rugged frontier beyond Israel's borders. There, society's outcasts gathered. Adventurers, mercenaries, men with nowhere else to go. Jephthah quickly earned their respect. He became their leader, not through fear, but through courage. His leadership was forged in hardship. Every battle sharpened his skills. Every challenge strengthened his character. The man rejected by his family was becoming a mighty warrior. Meanwhile, the Ammonites continued terrorizing Israel. Village after village surrendered. The elders of Gilead searched desperately for someone capable of leading their army, but no one possessed the courage or experience needed to face the enemy. Then someone remembered Jephthah, the very man they had allowed to be rejected. The outcast, the exile, the warrior. Perhaps he was their only hope. One morning, dust rose along the road leading into Tob. Jephthah watched as a delegation approached. They were the elders of Gilead, the same leaders who had done nothing when he was cast out. Now, they needed him. The irony was impossible to ignore. Years earlier, they had abandoned him. Today, they came asking for help. Jephthah looked directly at them. His voice was calm, but firm. "Did you not hate me? Did you not drive me from my father's house? Why have you come to me now when you are in trouble?" The elders lowered their heads. They had no excuse. Only one request. "Come, lead us. Fight the Ammonites. If you deliver us, you will become our leader." It was an extraordinary offer. The rejected son would become ruler over those who rejected him. Jephthah had every reason to refuse, every reason to walk away. But the decision he was about to make would change Israel forever. And before the battle began, he would utter a vow, one that would lead to one of the Bible's most heartbreaking moments. That is where our story continues.